So look, we're here at Circuit of the Americas. This is the first time that as far as I'm concerned, this is the first time that I actually got to ride the bike. Prior to this, I tested it very briefly for a few laps in Fontana in California, but it was a totally standard bike. And by standard, I mean like standard suspension, standard tires, all the weight, all the bodywork, all that stuff. Today's day one, really. Clock is now officially ticking. Yeah, it's now time to get serious, time to get the miles under the belt, because that's the thing too, like the bike's good. You know, bike's a race-winning bike. You can tell that within a couple of minutes of riding the thing. I need to get my brain back up to speed, get used to the reactions again, because you know, unlike some of the guys that I might be racing with, I'm not a full-time racer, I'm a journo, and even though I do ride a lot, testing bikes and magazine articles is not the same as going 10/10ths at Pikes Peak. It's the first time I've ridden at COTA for a couple of years, so I get my eye back into it, but already the bike feels pretty awesome. The bike feels like a race bike now, like it feels close to what a superstock bike kind of does. It's not going to be a full-on super bike build. You know, we don't need to really do that, plus that's not really the aim of the game here with this. But the mods that we've got on there are definitely heading in the right direction. At this point in time, the bike is almost like a superstock spec level. We're not actually going to run the Öhlins cartridge kit because we now have the RSV4 1100 factory forks on there, which feel pretty good, I gotta say. Like, I don't want the thing to be too stiff up there. I want it to be a bit more compliant. So that's why we're gonna go with those forks. They also give us a little bit more ground clearance. We've already got the TTX 36 shock, which we fitted a couple of weeks ago. We'll be changing that spring. I'm a little bit heavier than what's required for the 8.5 spring, but that's all good. So we'll get rid of that. We will also be changing the rear sets. You know, we'll be changing the front brake master cylinder. We'll be using those same calipers just to get a little bit more lever feel. It's already got that beautiful RSV4 bodywork on it, which we're trying to figure out how we're going to run in terms of like making it a little bit more nakedy. So we might take the sides off, but we'll sort of figure that out as we're going. We've also got the RSV4 RF lightweight wheels that replace the standard wheels on the Tuono, so we save a little bit of weight there. But what you see now is pretty close to what we're going to run. So for me, I want to win the thing. I feel that you can either go it in two ways. Like, you can either go there just for a laugh and it's all cool, and you got to do it for a laugh, because there's plenty of other ways to get your jollies. But I've come so close a few times now, and I really want to win the thing. But at the same time, I've learnt my lesson over the last few years of taking it almost too seriously and putting yourself under too much stress, and that's just the enemy of good performance. I don't want to go up that place and risk as much as you do up there if I'm not in contention to win it. I don't think I'd be doing it for the right reasons then. I see the effort that Aprilia is putting into it, and that gives me a heck of a lot of motivation. Like, I want to make sure that I do the best possible job for them. I'd love to be the first Australian to win it, but you know, there's an old saying at Pikes Peak, and that's the mountain decides, and maybe this year's our year, we'll see.